The story of Rahab is what God sees when the world sees shame. In Joshua 2, Joshua, son of Nun, secretly sent 2 spies from Shittim. Go, look over the land, he said, especially Jericho. So they went and entered the house of a prostitute named Rahab and stayed there. The king of Jericho was told, look, some of the Israelites have come here tonight to spy out the land. So the king of Jericho sent this message to Rahab. Bring out the men who come to you and enter your house, because they have come to spy out the whole land. But the woman had taken the 2 men and hidden them. She said, yes, the men came to me, but I did not know where they came from. At dusk, when it was time to close the city gate, they left. I do not know which way they went. Go after them quickly. You may catch up with them. But she had taken them up on the roof and hidden them under the stalks of flax she had laid out on the roof. So the men set out in pursuit of the spies on the road that leads to the fords of the Jordan. And as soon as the pursuers had gone out, the gates were shut. Before the spies laid down for the night, she went up on the roof and said to them, I know that the Lord has given you this land, and that a great fear of you has fallen on us, so that all who live in this country are melting in fear because of you. We have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when you came out of Egypt, and what you did to Sihon and Og, the 2 kings of the Amorites east of the Jordan. When we heard of it, our hearts melted in fear, and everyone's courage failed because of you. For the Lord your God is God in heaven above and on the earth below. Now then, please swear to me by the Lord that you will show kindness to my family because I have shown kindness to you. Give me a sure sign that you will spare the lives of my father, my mother, my brothers, my sister, and all who belong to them, and that you will save us from death. Our lives are yours, the man assured her. If you don't tell what we are doing, we will treat you kindly and faithfully when the Lord gives us the land. Now the men had said to her, this oath you made us swear will not be binding on us, unless, when we enter the land, you have tied the scarlet cord in the window through which you let us down, and unless you have brought your father and mother, and your brothers, and all your family into the house. If any of them go outside your house into the streets, their blood will be on their own heads. We will not be responsible. As for those who are in the house with you, their blood will be on our heads if a hand is laid on them. But if you tell what we are doing, we will be released from the oath you have made with us. Agreed, she replied. Let it be as you say. So she sent them away, and they departed. And she tied the scarlet cord in the window. When they left, they went into the hills and stayed there 3 days, until the pursuers had searched all along the roads and returned without finding them. Then the 2 men started back. They went down out of the hills, forded the river, and came to Joshua, son of Nun, and told him everything that happened to them. They said to Joshua, the Lord has surely given the whole land into our hands. All the people are melting in fear because of us. Rahab's actions weren't just motivated by fear or self-preservation. She had heard whispers of the Israelites and their mighty God. Her faith was now her anchor. The rest of Jericho carried on, unaware that judgment was just across the Jordan. When the Israelites crossed through parted waters on dry ground and marched around the city for 6 days, on the 7th day they marched around the city 7 times, with the priests blowing trumpets and the Israelites shouting, and the walls of the city of Jericho collapsed. They destroyed with swords every living thing in it, men and women, young and old, cattle, sheep, and donkey. Joshua said to the 2 men who had spied on the land, go into the prostitute's house and bring her out, and all who belong to her, in accordance with your oath to her. God had already made room in his covenant for outsiders like her. The community is to have the same rules for you and the foreigner residing among you. This is a lasting ordinance for the generations to come. You and the foreigner shall be the same before the Lord. The same laws and regulations will apply both to you and the foreigners residing among you. Rahab adopted the Israelites' faith. She then met Solomon from the tribe of Judah. He didn't see her past, but her as a woman of courage and faith. They married and had a son named Boaz. Solomon, the father of Boaz, whose mother was Rahab. Boaz, the father of Obed, whose mother was Ruth. Obed, the father of Jesse, and Jesse, the father of King David. This lineage continued until the birth of Jesus Christ, our Messiah. This was the heart of God's plan, to redeem the broken, restore the lost, and rewrite the story of anyone who puts their faith in him. Have you ever felt like you're not worthy of something good because of your past or ancestry? Have you felt like you're irredeemable or too addicted and already condemned? No one is too stained to be redeemed or too broken to be chosen. God doesn't define us by our past, but by our faith. We have all fallen short, but God's mercy calls us to rise above our past and walk in the newness of life. God's mercy is greater than our mistakes. Trust in Him to bring about the plan for your life. Even in our weakness, His strength is made perfect. And just like Rahab, we are redeemed by His grace.